Xingcha and Nukamaro have to play for this first place to deny it, but if they end up bottoming out and going 8, then they still won't even be above the threshold there. And Mbappe really is in that only position where it's like, okay, I really have to play super first or 8th, and is not going to be worried about getting 8th. As long as Xingcha or Nukamaro wins it, there's so
not, then it is in the fate of the other 5 players. We're hopping on board with Delicious Milk, who started off with the Kled and a recurve bow and has 2 Kleds.
Poppy in the shop as well, but is not going to buy it yet, prioritizing that economy. Is going to buy the Poppy right now, but oh man, Milk is really seriously taking it all down to the line of the Kled, sells the Poppy, makes 10 gold. This is a favored situation here for Delicious Milk. He loves making economy early, loves going potential kind of open fort style. He's in a good spot. Slam onto the Rage Blade. Moving over to Juan Mi can, ooh, okay. All right, some Grogguses, some bugs here as well.
This is interesting. He does have the opportunity to reroll Kha'Zix. Part of me feels like this is just a temporary item hold position. Wow. He does find an opportunity for a bunch of 2-star units. What should he buy, though?
What's it? I mean, doesn't want to combine the Groggus, right? Because the glove would be stuck on it, and yeah, does not end up going for that. Was playing for a Draconic route as well. Juan Mi still playing for the Draconic game with the kind of, lost streak, make economy, sells the Kha'Zix 2 for this. Juan Mi is all in on a first or 8th style. I love this decision making. I love this play from Juan Mi.
Yeah, the only issue is he does not have Draconic. So he could be in one of those situations where he's in the Draconic waiting room for a long time. If there's no unit off the carousel, for example, and there's no unit to appear in the shop, how long is he willing to extend a lose streak without the Draconic? But the good news is that he's actually still pretty competitive. Oh my goodness, he's actually going up against this Kled. I believe that it's still going to be a situation where it's very close. His Hellions might still be able to get the win.
Oh,
Juan Mi doesn't want to win.
Oh man, the overtime means Kled wins. G2 has it right now, but will they be able to maintain it throughout the Krugs? Shurikane, Irelia 2 at this point with Declaw, Gargoyle Slam. That is such a monster of a front line, and will still deal good damage too.
Yeah, the interesting point to me is the Dragon Claw Slam. Not a lot of people would consider that, but when he looks at how many people tend to utilize things like the AP tree to get those first place, that could be his way to counter that and drive tempo. Not to mention that, there's a possibility that ended up combining with the Irelia on the bench. I'm not entirely sure what is the case here, but either way, Shurikane is in the driver's seat.
Testing Mel. Had 3 Kleds, of course, but
oh my god,
up to 5. A Tome,
a Traits. And he can fish for the Hellions. Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Does he for 1 round just play Hellions so we can get that? He can get that emblem online? I mean, Sejuani 2 is nice for the board strength, but Milk shouldn't really be concerned about board strength right now. That's not really the priority.
It's true, and so he doesn't have to actually sell the Tome for quite some time. He can wait till it's much more favorable to get better traits, because Sejuani has 3 of them, and there's been situations where you see Nightbringer and Brawler show up.
Oh, he pops it, and oh no.
Wait,
no Hellion emblem. Milk.
Wait, what?
Why would he at that point? I mean, the Tristana was in the shop. Milk could have just played a full just 4 Hellion board there, but now he's staring at these options and none of them are good.
What can you even pick? Spellweaver emblem?
I mean, Spellweaver is like the only thing that really does anything, right? And yeah, that's what's he's gonna pick, but that was so disastrous for Milk. What's this going to be?
Oh, there's a Glamorous Gauntlet opportunity. We know China loves their Lucian crit builds, and it's super powerful. Is going to make the Hand of Justice as well. And so pretty much going to go back to the basics here. Lucian, a very straightforward comp, 6 Sentinel, build high, have a strong front line, have Galio tank, everything. And in this case, Xingcha has to also go big. He is one of the players on the outside at 15 points. Even if he gets a first place, the tournament will go on.
It will go on indeed, and we know Lucian 3s have popped up. This could be a position where Xixingche tries to get that online. There's no frontline items though, there's just the Banshee's Claw and the 3-item Kled that wants to be a Lucian. Even if we get to this full board with the Galio online, he's going to struggle to survive.
It's a Kled battle. Let's just know, going up against a crit Kled. That is, that's a pretty interesting mirror that I wasn't really expecting on my bingo card for today. I know we thought Xixingche might be contesting, but it turns out that the Kled is just able to be enough for Xixingche to crit through. I mean, there's a little bit more crit damage on his.
Oh my, yeah, just a bit. But oh wow, already actually leveling to 8.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Akshan.
Oh my god. If he finds another
Akshan. Nico's help on the bench, ready, waiting. Maybe even a carousel Akshan as well?
Is he gonna? Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's in his interest to not actually try to win, not roll down, play a weak board or a weaker board. You don't want to take too much damage. You still want to be reasonably competitive.
Yeah.
G2 is going for the Akshan.
Wow.
And trying to cap out that way, and he's in a great position to do that.
Going up against Shurikane. Shurikane still not going to be that powerful. Has found a Teemo on the board as well. G2 may win this one. Take a look at where the Teemo Shrooms go. They have not hit the Akshan as of yet. Another swing around the board as, wow, yeah, the Phelios goes down. G2 is not going to be in carousel range, or is he? That Rally actually is still alive this whole time. Can she do it? Can she out-sustain? Oh man, another Akshan going around the circle, and no, Irelia is just slowly going to fall. It is not going to be enough. G2 is not first pick on this carousel, has not dropped into the Radiant Blessing range, and there is not an Akshan on this carousel regardless. In 6 Sentinel, the pivot is going to be doable, but hard to do, and yes, okay, he's going to start to do it. Has the Radiant Zeeks as well. This is great to buff up the Draven, pivoting into 5 Legionnaires, looking for the 6th. Has not found it yet, though.
Yeah, for the meantime, just going to play 4 Legionnaire. And I like the 6th Legionnaire, at least Spot, because he doesn't have attack built in through a Rage Blade. But this Draven, when it hits, it's going to hit really hard, in a pretty good position, immediately taking out the Fiddlesticks before he can Crow Storm. Akshan walks away, but there's not a lot of damage on this Akshan coming out from Shurikane. And both players who are chasing the Aphelios has now started to move over towards the Akshan to try to go for the capped version of their board. And Draven 2 is just going to completely dunk on this. This is a big opportunity for Nukumaru to make ground while other people are trying to ramp up.
Winning and turn this streak around. Not hitting it yet.
It just becomes more difficult as more people are pulling these units out of the pool. A lot of people have correctly identified that this is one of their ways, one of their tickets to be the world champion if they were to put their eggs in the AD basket. As G2 does go up against Hwanmi, fellow player from China, who doesn't look like he's able to convert off that Legionnaire emblem in a very powerful way. Playing Nidalee with Titan's Vow, that's really good as a mid-game. We're deep into stage 4. Is that good enough here?
It might be. I mean, this Nidalee is still doing a lot of work. Going to be super tanky with that. Titan's going to be fully stacked. She jumps to the Akshan. Akshan's going to swing around one more time. Can he do it? No, the Nidalee actually wins. Level 7. Nidalee carry versus Akshan. Nidalee gets the job done.
All right. Well, I mean, it's good enough for now. But again, that board looks pretty capped unless you have to go 3 stars or transition to a different type of carry. If we take a look at the end of stage 4, look at the health totals, Crowan. No one is firmly pulling away. Shurikane just has a 9 HP lead. We know how in stage 5 that can evaporate in a moment. From 2nd all the way even down to 7th, it's basically just one fight.
Oh, G2 has sold all the Aphelioses, is so all in on this Akshan. We'll have about 40 gold to roll with, but that is an aggressive first place play. Nothing really coming out there in terms of gold from that round, but look at this roll down, Frodan. It's gonna be big.
Oh my god, he found it! The second Akshan, the extra gold that he's rolling down, finds additional units like the Rel 2. And that is going to be an Akshan 2 for G2. He is one of the prime candidates. But look at the sheer amount of 2 stars. Everybody is getting strong. We'll say one thing, is that there are some bad matchups for Akshan in the lobby.
Yes.
I wonder if Hwanmi can actually find a way to make this work. He's at 7 out of 8 Legionnaires.
Crazy. Is in Riven 3 as well. We have not really seen much or any of Riven 3 yet, and it's going to be right next to the Kled. The Kled dismounts, and Riven actually takes out the Kled. This is disastrous for Milk, and great for Hwanmi.
Excellent swap by Wanmi, out positioning Milk, just go into the corner and instantly be able to stun the Kled. Riven 3 is still quite a force, and we know that China loves their Nidalee 3 Riven 3 Golden Girls build. It's very powerful if you can get online, but I will say that Wanmi is slightly behind the curve.
It is going to get a little bit of value.
Oh, wait.
Radiant Blessing, the remover. I mean, this Fiddlesticks is very, very strong.
Wait,
Only has 2 Spellweavers, though. Is he going to pivot? He is.
Yes.
Oh, yes, he can pop off the D-Claw.
Excellent. And he has the Spellweaver board. This is a material. This is a board that can actually get a lot done. The problem is that he does have to be mindful of how other people's boards can get to his back line because he doesn't have a Banshee's Claw.
He's still rolling at this point. I mean, Escher, there's not much to roll for besides, I mean, the Volibear too. It's going to be big, but... Oh, man.
See, the Riven 3 is just slicing and dicing his front line. The Vel'Koz has been exposed. Not focusing on the positioning. Escher's going to take big damage. There's no Nidalee 3, though. Still from the other side. Jisingcha also is still... Oh, rather, I apologize. As Chitu is one taking the loss here. Wanmi is now on a streak with his Nidalee 3 Riven 3 attempt. Delicious Milk is down to 6th place. And Mbappe out in 7th. No, it does not. I think Delicious Milk's going to drop off here somewhere, maybe 5th place at best. I think the lobby's just gotten too strong. I think his 4 Spellweaver build is quite scuffed. No Teemo that he can buy. Delicious Milk is probably destined for a bot 4 here.
Oh, runs into Legionnaire board again, and this is the board that took him out previously, and it's looking to do the same again. The Kled is on the Riven, but she's just going to go a couple autos and take out the Kled. This is going to be it for Milk, or is it? Yes, it's looking like it. The Ziggs 1 pops out, but it's not enough. Milk goes out in 6th. Escher is just rolling every single round for the Vel'Koz 3, but it's still 3 off on a 3-loss streak. It's looking like OCE may not be the world's winner. Escher is praying for good positioning, and it's decent. No. But no, the Akshan is going to be able to get to the back line.
Oh, this Akshan 2 is just so powerful, and the Heroic Swing is going to challenge the backline Vel'Koz. The beam is going to miss it completely. Oh. Akshan does get turned temporarily, but now he's going to Heroic Swing one more time, and it's up to the Vel'Koz to be able to end it. But with 4 life, it's so unlikely.
No.
Oh, no. Escher's eliminated from the World Championship in Game 5. And he's trying to do it with a very unusual board. Could you want it any other way? He's going up against the clone of Chitu and see if he can do it. No, I apologize. This is actually Surecane's board, and this is very telling whether or not we're going to be looking at a World Champion.
Yes, let's see this fight result. It does end up mattering. Chitu and Surecane, of course, matters a lot as well. Every single round right now could be their last, and Surecane is going to do it and eliminate Chitu. It is just a 1v1, but Wanmi lost the other fight.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Can Surecane from Europe do this? He takes the Zeke's Herald away. Okay, Surecane instead goes for the blue buff. It's an EU versus China showdown for the World Championship.
Is it going to be China getting it for the first time, or Surecane bringing the title back to Europe? Every single move right now is pivotal. A Teemo 2 with the blue buff, that is insane. With the attack speed slow into the Legionnaires, it depends on where can Nidalee jump, where can the Akshan be able to get that value in, and how long can this front line hold on? It's just a Volibear 1 and a Fiddle 2 Frodan.
Oh, a backline reposition at the last second. Is this the way Wanmi wants it to go down? Is this the fight for the championship? We'll have to find out. Heroic Swing from the back. Nidalee aspect the Cougar onto the back line. Teemo trying to slow everything down as much as he can with his mushrooms. And the Akshan is working. Nidalee is on the revive. Surecane is barely alive. And it is now down to his last life. If he is going to do this, he needs to win out from here.
A Gwen goes in on the board now. The shop, look at the golds of both players, are not able to do anything else in terms of improving their board besides for the positioning. It was a Legionnaire win. We know it can go the other way. Positioning, great for the Legionnaires. Can they do it again?
The backline positioning worked out so well last time, but this time we're moving up. We're splitting up the front. Wanmi once again rearranging. Everything shuffled to the back for Surecane, trying to protect his Teemo. And here we go, the fight for the World Championship title. The initial Doombringer starting the back line. Teemo is still trying to occupy it with the mushrooms, and the Heroic Swing back. Akshan is down. Wanmi is cornering everything. The day of reckoning has arrived. China has done it. Hwanmi is your Teamfight Tactics Reckoning World Champion.
Oh my god, Hwanmi, an 8 Legionnaire build, such flawless play is going to take it